Each spring, the station masters on Thomas's branch line hold a best-dressed station competition. The platforms and waiting rooms are adorned with vibrant flowers and decorations. Sir Topham and Lady Hat travel down the line, judging the stations and awarding a prize to the winner. One morning, Elizabeth rolled into Farquhar. Her tipper was full of flowers to be placed around the station. Daisy was purring proudly nearby. "I have the honor of escorting Sir Topham and Lady Hat to the stations tomorrow," she smirked. "Naturally, it should fall to an engine with an eye for decorative flair, wouldn't you say, my dear?" "Quite," smiled Elizabeth knowingly, "and if these flowers are any indication, it'll be a splendid competition. Who do you reckon will win?" "Why does it matter?" Diesel slithered into the yard with trucks from the quarry. "It's a waste," he snickered. "Those flowers will be withered within a week anyway." "Pah!" snorted Daisy. "I wouldn't expect you to understand. Staring at stone in a quarry all day would make any engine blind to real beauty." "I'm doing real work," grunted Diesel. "I don't have time to fawn over myself like some engines." Diesel squirmed away, leaving Daisy fuming. "Ignore him," soothed Elizabeth. "I'd say he's jealous. Watch the station master setting up flowers. That'll make you feel better." Daisy didn't feel better. The next morning, she felt worse. "Something's happened with your engine," sighed the fitter. "Goodness knows what." "It's all right, dear," comforted Elizabeth. "Nothing you could help." Just then, Sir Topham and Lady Hat arrived. "Gentler on the brakes next time, Topham," critiqued Lady Hat as she stepped out of the car. Yes, dear," blushed Sir Topham Hatt. When they saw Daisy, Lady Hat was annoyed. "What is the meaning of this?" she demanded. "It would appear our Daisy has, wilted, my dear." Neither Daisy nor Lady Hat found much humor in the comment. Sir Topham Hatt went pale. "I've been looking forward to this all winter. How are we meant to get to the stations now?" "There's always Elizabeth," suggested Sir Topham Hatt. "I'd sooner walk than take that old thing," sniffed Lady Hat, "especially with your driving." Elizabeth spluttered. Just then, Diesel arrived with more trucks. "A lorry and a rail car," he chuckled, "all dressed up and nowhere to go." "Very well," said Lady Hat, pointed to Diesel. "That engine will have to do." Everyone was speechless. "Now, just a moment," interrupted the driver. "We're needed back up the quarry." "Well, I see a perfectly good lorry built for quarry work right here," sighed Lady Hat, pointing to Elizabeth. "Isn't that right, Topham?" Yes, dear, quite right. Very good idea," stammered Sir Topham Hatt. "Off you go, Elizabeth." "Yes, chop chop," clapped Lady Hat. Elizabeth was furious. She roared away without another word. But, sputtered Daisy, "he knows nothing of beauty or floral arrangements." "The only thing he needs to know," replied Sir Topham Hatt sternly, "is how to get from station to station." "Very good," finished Lady Hat, as Diesel sulked up. "Let the judging begin." Lady Hat surveyed the platform at Farquhar. The flowers were vibrant and full of life. "Simply marvelous," she remarked. "A wonderful display of color." "What an eyesore," Diesel muttered, thinking no one could hear him. "All those colors. It's disorienting." Sir Topham Hatt spun on his heel to glare at Diesel. But the most surprising thing happened. Oh, yes, you raise an excellent point," agreed Lady Hat. "It's really too much. No theming at all." She scribbled in her notebook. The poor station master was at a loss. "Very well," she said at last. "Next station, please, Diesel. Come along, Topham." "Coming, dear," replied Sir Topham Hatt. Next, they arrived at Hackenbeck. The station master was young and didn't have much of a green thumb. "Oh, gracious!" winced Lady Hatt. "Those flowers look positively parched! Horrendous!" "I think it's marvelous," smirked Diesel. "Dull and dreary, exactly how they'll end up anyway." I suppose you have a point," agreed Lady Hatt. "It is rather naturalistic, an admittedly fresh entry into the competition." All day they traveled up the line. Surprisingly, Diesel had no shortage of input, and Lady Hatt was entirely receptive. Sir Topham Hatt didn't know what to think. At the end of the day, the station masters gathered at Farquhar. "Another splendid competition," Lady Hatt began. "After very serious deliberation, it gives me great pleasure to announce this year's winner is Mr. Reddings of Hackenbeck." There was stunned applause as a bewildered Mr. Reddings accepted the trophy. "And," Lady Hatt continued, "I would like to give special thanks to Diesel, whose input was most helpful in deciding the victor." The other station masters shot angry looks at Diesel. "Unbelievable!" scowled Daisy. "So many beautiful displays utterly ignored." "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder," snickered Diesel. "Perhaps we'll be swapping roles, Daisy. Be careful. I'd hate for you to go blind to beauty from staring at stone all day." Daisy went red in the face as Diesel slunk back to the quarry.